Partners in Recovery, or PIR, works with people with severe and persistent mental illness. We also work with their families, friends and community groups who may support them to achieve an integrated response. There are so many stories in PIR. This is Rhonda's story.
We already had 3 boys before Lizzie was born 18 years ago. She was an accident, but we felt blessed to have a girl. We were indeed blessed, but there have been some tough times caring for Lizzie. We knew early on that Lizzie was going to be a challenge. Her preschool teacher arranged an assessment. Graham and I were amazed when the psychologist said she was quite severely autistic. We didn't even know what it meant, but we knew she had problems in social situations and couldn't relate to other kids at school, that she was isolated and couldn't understand what was being said to her. Her behaviour was clearly challenging for her teachers. We didn't choose to be carers, of course. Graham and I thought she'd get better, but we quickly realised that although things might change, Lizzie was always going to need our support and attention. She became the primary focus in our lives. We couldn't even go to the shops without considering her first. Whilst we really appreciate the help we got, the bulk of the responsibility rested on Graham and me. It impacts on every aspect of our lives. Our circle of friends has shrunk. Most people don't understand Lizzie any better than Lizzie understands them. Lizzie took so much of our time and attention. It's a wonder her brothers turned out as well as they have. They were forever looking after her and keeping her out of trouble. Many doctors, social workers and psychologists don't seem to understand that we and Lizzie need to be involved in all the decisions that affect our lives. We've often felt at planning meetings that they'd agreed on their treatment strategies before we turned up. Many seem to have no idea how hard it is for us when we're with her every day, all day. They have their theories, they set goals for her, but honestly, they've got no idea what she wants or needs. I wish they'd learn to ask her instead of treating her like an alien. I wish they would respect her enough to give her all the information she needs in language she can understand, so she can assume more responsibility for her own life. Since Lizzie was referred to PIR, many things are changing for the better. Her PIR worker has been prepared and able to spend the time needed to work out how best to communicate with Lizzie. And she's letting Lizzie set her own priorities and make decisions for herself. Lizzie is responding as any of us would if we had her experience of life. She has much more hope. She's much more engaged. I can't believe how well things are going at the moment. Fingers crossed.
When advising primary carers, remember,
I deserve clarity and honesty. Whenever you talk about me, invite me to be there. I may not connect well when you tell or correct me. Lead by example. Your behaviour matters to me. Set time aside. I may not want to be rushed. Communicate with me.
For further information or assistance, contact Partners in Recovery on 1300 827 747 or visit www.pirtasmania.com.au.